Hello everyone and welcome back, finally, to the Majora's Mask playthrough. We're back!
But we're not in black.
Unfortunately not. The game has enough blackness for all of us. Now, you may be asking, Harry, George, you madman, you've started off in the middle of the game. Well,
What?
To answer to all you new fans, this is a kind of a continuation of an old playthrough that we started about 2 years ago, roughly. And it's kind of, we're just kind of basically just start continuing when we left off. This is exactly where we left off. Like,
Yeah.
in part 14, if you want to go back and watch that, we literally left the barn to fight the aliens, and now we're fighting them now. So, there's kind of a long history.
Fuck, we waited a long time to get that done.
There's kind of a long history attached to this playthrough, and like to explain why it went so badly and why we stopped doing it. It was mainly technical issues, like the
Yeah, well,
Do you want to take this?
we used to do it through an emulator, and at the time, it went to a paid version. And obviously, we didn't really have the money to pay for it. And the original version basically didn't let us leave game freezers on it, made it look really shit. And it was lagging like a bitch.
Yeah, the frame rate was not working at all, and like it.
By the way, I did a frame rate test the other day on that actually. It went down to 10.
Oh my god. That's so bad. Like, anyway, basically, to explain why this is now back and why there's all footage, basically what I've done is, in the time when me and George weren't speaking, I decided I was going to continue the game on anyway and just
Without
do it.
me.
Yeah, basically do it alone. So what I did
Dick!
So what I did was, I had the playthrough on in the background, I got my Wii, got my Virtual Console copy of Majora's Mask, and I just basically followed the playthrough exactly how the playthrough went. So, whatever I did in the playthrough, I copied it exactly in this version of the playthrough, and that's how. And I got up to this point, started recording.
Bet you had fun like making up all that Lens of Truth shit.
Oh my god! I got up to the top. No joke. I got up to the top, and I was waiting for the playthrough to catch up. Basically. Also, another thing that was annoying. I was using the hoppage when I recorded this. Okay, sorry about the interruption there. What I was trying to say was, I used the hoppage, so basically it was a gamble whether it was actually going to record it or not. And
Luckily, you seem to have got it.
yeah, but for Majora's Mask, it worked okay. There were times when, basically, what I used to do when I was using the hoppage, I would never ever save it. However, the problem with Zelda games is, what do, George? They auto-save. That was the big concern about doing this playthrough, but I think I managed to do it. So basically what I would do is, I would do the part, I would map out what I was going to do in each part, then record it, pause it, and then turn the game off if it didn't go out properly, so I could just do it again, basically. And that's how I did this, and that's what explains why we're doing this in post. So for the first 3 parts of this, these are all old. This is all old footage. The first 3 parts you're going to see.
Having to talk over, so it may seem a little different to usual, but hopefully not too much.
Yeah, like and then everything after these first 3 parts may potentially be live, because I have got
probably be better to do it live.
I've got a new capture card, and I think it'll just add a lot of energy to it.
One.
So since we last did the part of this, what's changed in terms of your relationships with the game? Are you engaged now?
Quite a lot. It's very funny if you listen to it. I was like, oh, I don't really care about that. People say it's not that good and stuff. It's like, but yeah, I've kind of joined the bandwagon a little bit.
That's what I fucking thought. Got him.
But it wasn't you, it was me. You didn't do this.
So what? So go on. Sorry, go on.
I think the main thing that probably did it is I got the new re-release on the 3DS, the remastered limited edition version.
I did too, but carry on.
And I just played that for fucking ages. I've still yet to finish it, like any game I own, pretty much. But yeah, I'm doing pretty well.
But would you say you're loving it?
Oh yeah, I definitely get it a lot more now.
You get my love for it.
There's so much to it.
Just before you carry on with your thoughts for that, I would like to say I also own the 3DS version. I 100%ed it basically in a week. Just played it non-stop. I would recommend that version of the game because to me it fixed little niggles that made this game maybe a little bit annoying if you're playing it for the first time.
Yep.
And it made it a smoother,
so polished.
I will say it made it more fun as a game. Like, this game is immersive as shit and the story is worth playing it for, but I would say Ocarina is more fun in a way because like it kind of, there's not a lot of stuff you have to learn, whereas in Majora's Mask there's a lot more you have to learn to the game. But once you get it, the game will absorb you basically. Now, in this part, what I do basically is, and in these parts, I do stuff, but I don't wait around for other stuff to happen. So, like, for example, we saw the alien thing there. Now, I've cut straight to here where I'm getting the, my plan is to get the gilded sword. So, and then I cut back to here to continue.
Pretty much essential.
Yeah, your gilded sword's awesome, and I won't hear a word against it. I basically get to the meat of what I'm doing. I try to cut out all the fluff, which in a live playthrough, the fluff can sometimes be entertaining. But I thought the idea was if I was doing this by myself, it would just make it more concise. But I think in a way, it's kind of better to do it like this.
It works how we've sort of got this. If there was just too much sort of extra time and stuff, it would be hard to sort of fill it because we wouldn't know when things are going to happen.
Yeah. So
we're probably not going to have to talk about anything that's actually really happening on screen as it happens, like usual.
So we haven't really talked about the actual content of the video yet because we've been talking about our history of the game and that.
Yeah.
What do you think of the Romani quest? Because I think it's the weirdest thing in the entire game.
It's so weird. It just comes out of nowhere. But that's the game. It is a bit of a strange game. If you think about it, like, you know, the whole time travel thing and 3 days. It's a fucking weird game. Technically, anything goes.
It is. I will say applause to Koji Kondo for creating that music for the aliens because it's so alien, but it also kind of fits within the soundtrack, which it's really hard to do. It's one of them things where it never gets explained, but it's better for it because I don't really want to know what those aliens are.
Yeah.
Why do they want the cows? What do they do to Romani? Fuck knows. But like, it's one of them things that kind of you remember shit like that in a video game.
Yeah. Like one of the main things that probably stands out about this game. Otherwise, apart from the moon's massive fucking face.
Oh, there's so many jokes about the moon before like the 3DS thing got announced. It was just like, this is my face if the 3DS does not get announced this year.
We're the reason that happened, by the way, still.
Yeah, obviously. Obviously, yeah.
We went on about that.
Miyamoto saw our playthrough and was like, shit, these guys need to carry on.
That's why we broke up.
Broke up! That's why the divorce happened. The funny thing is, if Sarah ever watches this, she's just going to be like, yeah, I can imagine that.
Yeah, she doesn't watch this.
Your fiance does not support you, actually. Basically, anything you do with me is just kind of like...
I showed her about channel training the other day. It's like, oh god, it's so embarrassing. You're so awkward. Thanks.
Is that what she said? Oh my god, that's amazing.
That's her opinion on us. Anyway.
I always thought this bit was a little bit annoying because when I played it when I was younger, I always used to miss them on the bow, like the thieves.
Oh, yeah.
But I kind of got it now, and as you'll see when we do this, I basically machine gun the fuck out of them. You'll see when we do it. I also like the fact the attention to detail. I haven't actually got the sword, so like Link hasn't actually got the sword.
Yeah, it's good for the actual 64 version as well.
I would recommend doing stuff the way I'm doing it because you don't actually need the sword for anything I'm doing, and it's just the easiest way to kind of get it.
Yeah.
Link's a little slow.
I don't know, do I?
My favourite thing is if you get her to repeat it, she gets really annoyed, and then they just show up. Like, watch this. Just like machine gun the fuck out of them. I love the fact the horses have bags on their head as well.
You don't want to know who the horses are.
That's actually something we haven't talked about. An added part of the 3DS, something they added. We'll get the mask a bit later, but the circus leader mask. Have you done that quest yet in the 3DS one?
I'm pretty sure that's one I've missed.
Well, basically, in this version of the game, the circus leader mask is totally pointless. The only function it has is to stop them when they attack you. But to get the circus leader mask, you have to do this anyway. So it has a totally useless role in the game. In the remake, they give it an extra side quest to kind of justify having it. So what you do is, you take the mask and... Gorman is sick, and basically you go and see them with the circus leader mask to tell them he's sick. They'll give you an extra bottle full of milk to go and give him, then you'll get that bottle. So it gives you an extra bottle, and it gives you a reason to have the mask, basically. It's kind of superfluous, because again, you don't really need the bottle, because like, probably by the point you're doing the Great Bay stuff, you will have already done the fish egg thing, which is what you need the bottles for, which we'll be doing that in a couple of parts' time, by the way, people. I haven't forgotten about Great Bay. It's just, I'm doing stuff in a way that kind of... Oh, hey, Epona. What are you doing here? I don't know what she's doing there. Why? Watch out!
Hi.
Come to help. And that's the end of that quest.
Wow. Yeah.
That donkey looks fucked.
I seen an alien.
I've seen some shit. Now this is quite a weird thing because this cutscene always changes depending on when you do it. So like the first time you do it, you get the mask, and sometimes she'll give you a kiss, sometimes you'll get a hug, a high five or whatever. I don't know about the high five, but like you get different like rewards for it, which is kind of cool.
Fair enough.
You have to have already done it though for that to make sense. Okay, we've got the Romani mask, and then this allows us to go into the bar, which we couldn't do earlier because we were a child, and obviously wearing this cow mask makes us look really
cows are allowed to drink.
Because it makes us look really mature. No, surely the joke isn't
mature.
Yes, I literally was about to say that too.
I don't think we've ever done that.
We're back. To be honest, I'll be honest that the original Majora's Mask playthrough is still one of my dearest like memories recording that. I had such fun doing it.
Pretty great.
That
the earlier stuff definitely. I mean, towards the end, the last few parts we were sort of doing, it did get a bit quieter and
yeah, because like
out.
You hadn't played it, and I was kind of running out of stuff to say.
But now I'm sort of quite up and massive on Zelda.
Yeah. Would you say this is your favourite Zelda game? It's definitely still mine.
Still say Ocarina, to be honest.
You're a pleb.
Just because that's sort of how it all started with me.
Yeah, well, it's kind
That's
of
what got me into it.
I will say it's one of them games I can just sit and play because, like, yeah, I have to wait around for a few seconds because a couple of minutes 10 PM is too much for them.
I will say some of this game is very sort of open. What you have to do still, that can get a bit annoying.
Yeah, I agree, but
I mean, obviously the signs are there, but you really have to fucking look for it. And if you're playing this sometimes, like I have, at like 1 in the morning, and you're tired as fuck, but you still want to play the game. It doesn't help.
To be fair, I will say this about the game: if you use your brain, it's not hard to figure out what you're doing. I played this as a child, and I still understood what I was doing. But I will agree.
It's more sometimes where to go.
Yeah, I will agree. There are some times where it gets a little bit. What am I doing? But I feel,
especially in fucking Great Bay.
But to be honest, I feel that adds to the nature of the game. The game is quite dark and. It's not really for children. It's more of a teenager game.
It does work for the game, yeah. It's not a fault of the game.
It's not a game for babies. To be honest, I will agree. The Great Bay stuff is probably the most frustrating stuff in the entire game, but only if you're not prepared for it. Because if you go in there with one bottle, that can get really annoying. Did you go in there with one bottle?
I went in with 3.
Yeah, you did.
So I needed 1 fucking more.
Don't worry, people. When we get to there, I have enough bottles by the time we go in there that I don't have to go in there any more than once. However. Also, I would make sure you have the stone mask before you go in there, because otherwise it's a pain in the arse. Did you have the stone mask when you went in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did, of course. Obviously, you get it somewhere else in the 3DS one.
We'll explain that when we get there, because it just makes more sense to explain it there.
Yeah.
But that's one of the weirder changes in the game that I never got, because why?
I don't really know.
Some of the changes make sense, like in the first day when you first turn on the game. The time actually goes quicker in your first 3 days, just because otherwise you are literally just waiting around for nothing.
Yeah, which is nice, because that takes fucking ages. Remember when we waited for that? When we did it again?
Yeah.
So long.
Did we just cut that out? Or did we just...
No.
Oh my god.
We just sort of ran around for a bit, I think.
Well, we had plenty of stuff to talk about in that first part anyway. See, this bit's kind of tedious, because you have to just watch that same cutscene over and over again. But this is all to get the circus leader mask, which, as I pointed out a minute ago, is totally pointless. You do not need it. I'm only getting it to get all the masks.
Yeah.
It never makes... Yeah, that... You're the Goron, you're the biggest one. You get the smallest spotlight.
Of course, yeah.
You can be the Ringo of the group. Oh, wait, do you know why I was playing it that slowly then? I was trying to replicate how he plays it there, and I just couldn't do it. So it looks really, like, weird.
Nice band skills.
Guitar Hero World Tour.
No, you're more like Rock Band.
Oh, by the way, do you want to know a really amazing pun about that manager?
Go on.
Do you know what his name is?
Go on.
Toto. It's gonna take a lot to track me away from you. Oh.
Brilliant.
Oh, I still love Deku Link's sad face. Do you think it's weird, by the way, in the remake, that when you do the spin attack, he has like a root come out of his head? That's kind of cool, but like, what? Okay. So weird.
Whatever you say.
How far are you into the remake, roughly?
I'm. Where am I? The canyon. Canyon.
Canyon.
Yeah.
Canyon.
What have I just done in that?
Have you cured the dad yet?
Yeah, I just did that.
Oh, you just at that pit.
I just finished doing that.
Did you do that pretty much like by yourself, or did you like look up a guide?
I was pretty good at that bit actually. That's a lot easier.
Once you have the stone master, that bit's so much easier. So emotional, this bit. It would be apart from his neck beard. What's going on? I love the fact Tato is like bleeding through that guy's face. We'll be seeing the daughter of the Indigo singer next time.
Yes.
Well, no, not next time. The part after that. Oh, you could put a tear in even a demon's eye. Too bad we'll never see that because you don't actually need it.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for that.
That's kind of. Yeah, he's crying on the bar now. Oh, that's pretty much it for what we're doing in this part. Well, I'm just finally just going to go back now and get the gilded sword, but there's not really that much. Like this part was just kind of a short introductory part to bring the playthrough back again.
Yeah,
and kind of explain everything. But yeah, I think this is going to be. It might take us a while to do all of this because there's still a lot in the game that I have to do. But yeah, I'm looking forward to kind of bringing it back.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Especially because it will finally give the sense of closure.
Yeah, and we'll be doing decent commentary now. He says.
Also, you might be wondering why I'm leaving this part in. You're going to put money in the bank. I was using it really as a chance to say...
Showing off your mad bank.
That too, my mad cash, mad stacks.
Oh, the bank's also moved, hasn't it, in the 3DS?
Oh yeah, it's behind the clock tower, which is really weird.
It's quite useful because when you go back to Clock Town, you're pretty much there.
Yeah. And also another little change they did, which I like. When you go to deposit it, it's already at the amount you can deposit. You just literally just keep pressing A, and it's
much easier.
I'm literally showing that bit off to basically explain that I'm trying to get the heart piece by depositing all my rupees, basically. Because there's a heart piece you can get if you get over 5,000 rupees in the bank. It gives you a heart piece. I'm not getting every single heart piece, but I'm trying my best to get a good chunk of them.
Yeah, so I'll just show you a decent amount off.
Oh, I think someone said to me ages ago, I don't remember if you remember this, but some guy said when we do the final boss, we're not to use the Fierce Deities mask.
Alright.
I don't know if I want to honour that, but I think if I was going to do it, I would use the Fierce Deities mask on the first boss and then use normal Link on the next two. Do you think that's fair?
We'll decide when we get there.
Yeah. As for we'll get there soon.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. This is the kind of it for part 15 in Majora's Mask playthrough. We'll see you next time for part 16. And may I just say, it's good to be back in Termina.
It is.
Oh fuck! There's a moon.